going on, Mecha?
What up?
Who are you? Who are you?
Well, fuck you, Morris Insurance. It's DINO!
Oh my god, dude, what a monster! It's Mecha and
What? We're here for another episode. Yeah. You know what we're talking about? Yeah. You know what we can talk about? Huh?
it's for me, dude. Oh, I'm bringing it in with This is a little bit of a rant, but not really. It's kind of like we're gonna talk about Ash Ketchum today. That's right. Pokemon.
Gotta catch. Oh fuck! I just got hit by a car. Gotta catch 'em all. Pokemon.
In the spirit of Pokemon Go's new announcement and new Pokemon games being announced and Pokemon still being relevant somehow, and me playing Pokemon on my iPhone.
I'm playing Pokemon Go right now.
Yeah, there you go. But you are still. Well, I just want to talk about this character, which he is probably the most important character in the whole franchise of Pokemon.
You know how Ash Ketchum is so important? In Pokemon Go, for the anniversary, you have a chance to catch Ash Ketchum's Pikachu.
That's pretty messed up and weird.
And it's just Pikachu wearing Ash's hat.
Well,
so that's going on in Pokemon Go for their anniversary. Speaking of Ash Ketchum, just saying. Whoa.
Look, check it out. This is a casino where you can go and get some coins just like in Pokemon.
Check it out.
Well, so my thing is, I ran into on Netflix into the show, one of the new movies for Pokemon, and I've always liked the movies. You know, the movies tend to be pretty good, and believe it or not, the composer for Pokemon has been continuously the same guy for years. For years, man.
Gotta catch 'em all, Pokemon! That guy?
The composer for the music of the show or the movies. It's always been the same composer.
Oh.
And anyway, so he continuously, so that's how I end up watching it sometimes the movies. I'm listening to the new tracks that he has. Because they're all Pokemon. He's the one that pretty much made every track you've ever known about Pokemon.
Yeah.
And so I was watching this, and you know the animation was all right, and the story was actually all right, but the characters, I don't know what it is about them, they just look so odd in the new generation of Pokemon. But Ash particularly looks like a child, man, like completely looks like a child, whereas he didn't back in the original, like the Indigo League, seasons when Pokemon first came out. And even though he was supposed to be 10 years old, he looked like a pretty old 10-year-old. And he actually, they counted a year in the show within like the show and the movie. They actually timelined the show to be a year span at some point. That would mean that Ash would have had to been 11 now. Oh, it was the anniversary that Pikachu or Ash met Pikachu. And like that would have been a year, he would have been 11 now.
Yeah.
Now imagine a world, okay, where Ash Ketchum actually grows up, actually becomes like a teenager.
The evil Pokemon trainer that he is.
Sure. I mean, you know, he can go through the many different. He might even turn evil. Who knows? But
he might go all Kylo Ren on you.
Now, they never allowed that to happen, and it would have been amazing. And that's like a big issue with where they take the character was why did he revert back to a child again, and this time he really does look like a child, and why did they not continue the teenage years, man, or the grown-up years with his son, with maybe, you know, Ash having a son, like that would have been cool.
Yeah, that would have been awesome.
I don't know, man. It's just like I feel like they kind of. I know it's supposed to be a kids show, right? Like, I get it. It's supposed to be a kids show. But there's plenty of kids shows out there that don't focus on 10-year-old children.
But yeah, I know, I get you. Or at least there's shows. I don't know the official rule, but there's shows that progress in time, and there's shows that don't. And why they chose that one where it doesn't progress in time, I don't know.
Because first of all, they don't sound like 10-year-olds. They don't make 10-year-old decisions. They travel on their own, and the kids that are with them are even younger, okay? And we have some really weird scenarios with some adults with these kids, you know? And like it's just odd. It's a very odd choice, and I don't really see the benefit of it. I just don't.
Yeah.
Because the kid could easily be 15, and maybe I'm focusing too much on the age. Maybe the age doesn't even matter. It's just a factoid. But I think that they would have been able to open up a bit more, way more topics had Ash grown up. Had Ash actually had something to lose once he started getting into the more adult world of Pokemon. And that's a world that most of us like to imagine, not the kiddie child one.
Yeah.
So I don't know, man. I just feel like the progression there just feels off. It feels like there should be.
Well, if you watched it, there was progression, and then it's just like they stopped. They're like, oh, wait.
They reverted.
We changed our mind. You realize we already have like 2 years out of the way, right? Yeah. Just make them 10 years old again. These kids don't care. Fuck them.
And you know what makes me even more angry is that they do like talk back. They do talk about like old episodes.
Time progressing.
They do. They totally do.
And that's what I'm telling you. There's like they decided to just fuck off with it and go, well, there is progression in time, but not the characters.
Just,
no,
like,
not the characters.
They talked about like one of the recent episodes that I saw.
I think I know what you're talking about.
The Charizard
no.
one?
I was thinking of, I think it was X and Y, where they're like, Ash Ketchum joins us here, 10-year-old boy. I'm like, what? And he goes, man, it was so cool being in the Johto leagues, huh, Pikachu, and the Indigo leagues. And I'm like, wait. Are you telling me that you acknowledge that he still did all that,
right,
but then you're still making him 10 years old? What the f?
Dude, I know what you feel. I know what you're feeling, man.
No!
Okay, so one of them for me.
I fell in the water.
Dude.
But yeah, no, that right there, I was like, because I remember when I saw it, I was like, oh, Pokemon XY. I want to see where they went with this. And then I saw that was like the opening scene for episode 1. I was like, I can't fucking do this. No, I can't watch this. That got me right there. I was like, no, you do not allow time to pass and not that characters to age. What are you trying to do here? So Mecha, I looked it up. I went in and the exact same question you're having, I've had this before, and I found the answer. It's because Pokemon is a kids show, and they feel like 10-year-olds are the highest majority, so they felt that it was necessary to keep Ash Ketchum as a 10-year-old boy so he can stay relevant to kids during any generation.
Here's the thing, though, man. That doesn't make any sense.
That was their answer.
That's true. Okay, that's true. I did read that, but it doesn't make any sense because like I did not relate as a child. I did not relate to other children in a show.
No, exactly. It was like Ash Ketchum is a kid in this universe. I'm my kid in this universe. Like
to
I'm
me,
not.
It was about
Ash
the future.
Ketchum in this universe.
To me, it was about the future. Like, oh, I can be this guy. I might be able to be this guy someday. Like it was about becoming that. Do you know what I mean? That was what it was.
It wasn't
for
about
me as a kid.
copying Ash.
Yeah, because I don't think that like me as a child, I was more obsessed about what I was going to become than what I was at the moment. You know what I mean? So it's the same thing with this. Like, why would I care that Ash is 10 years old, which I really didn't as a kid, because I know this. You know, like I didn't care about his age. As a matter of fact,
it was just information. It was like, oh, that's cool.
Yeah, exactly. I didn't know he was 10 years old until I grew up later on. And it just became very disturbing. Like, okay, so
when you realize, like, wait, you just sent your 10-year-old boy out in the middle.
Yeah, exactly. I was just like, dude, at 10 years old, I would not have been able to do anything.
And then he met, I think, what was Misty, like 12? And then he met Brock. Was he an adult?
No,
like
he was
18?
15,
like
or 16.
15. So it's just like there's a bunch of kids just running around.
See, now Brock is more believable because he totally acts like, I guess he acts like I can believe it. But like Misty and Ash, like they touch on crazy stuff, man, and they're only kids.
Yeah, they're kids, but it also makes sense when like Ash didn't find Misty attractive because he was a 10-year-old kid.
Maybe that's not the case for me, but.
Son of a bitch. Did you know that in the manga, like all the female characters had like double D rack?
Yeah, I know.
That would have changed my influence on Pokemon I'm actually kind of glad they took that out.
Well, I mean, sure, yeah. You know what? I mean, again, actually, I think they made him younger. I think in the manga they're older.
Yeah, maybe they could be the same size. I mean,
no, I'm saying I think they're older in the manga. I think they made him younger in the show for some reason
to be more relatable. Yeah, there's a lot of choices that they did with that.
I don't know. Again, the age related relativeness is complete bullcrap because kids watch anime all the time, and these are adults. Man, my freaking Goku was an adult. Sure, he was a kid first.
Although Dragon Ball,
shut up,
he was a child.
Shut up.
But he was an adult in time. He progressed.
Yeah, I knew you were gonna say Dragon Ball. Okay, that doesn't count. Because he literally went from like a child to an adult.
But we got to see progression.
That was cool, actually. That
was awesome. That was a really unique thing that we got to experience.
Also, Goten and Gohan. What?
Yeah, we got to see them grow. I didn't even thought
about that. Like, those are kids. They grew up.
Yeah, those are like all ages, man. But no, Pokemon Go, because they want to be more relatable to the children.
But see, this is what I'm talking about. Dragon Ball made their characters grow up. Why couldn't Pokemon do that?
Especially if you're gonna acknowledge time going by. That's what gets me the most.
Right, exactly, because there was this episode in part of the older episodes that was Charizard stays back in the Charizard Valley or something like that to train, and like Ash goes back to get him, or like he gets him delivered again by Professor Oak, I think, and then like. And it's like time has gone by, and like they're showing episodes from like the original show where Charizard started listening to him, and he's like Charizard is cold and he lost his flame, and like Ash is
like
right
that's
there, and, like,
that's a lot, and that was like in the later series, right?
No, this was in the early series when Charizard was not listening.
No, I'm saying when he went back. That was in the later series.
Oh, when he got Charizard back, that was in the X and Y series.
So during that, you're like,
you know that time has gone by. Like they're showing it like it's been such a long time ago.
Like he
but
beat,
I'm like, okay, but technically he's still 10 years old. So
at that point,
he
beat like 7 Johto leagues. Like, come on.
Yeah, there's just no way, man. And this is the most annoying part of it. Again, in the eyes of a kid, it's just a factoid. It doesn't matter. Because it didn't matter to me.
Yeah.
So I don't understand what the reasoning behind that 10-year-oldness is.
It's stupid. It was a stupid decision. It frustrated me then, and because of that, I couldn't watch any of the Pokemon. I was like, I'm not watching them.
Exactly.
If that's what it's gonna be like, then it's telling me as an adult that there's no point to coming back here because this isn't for you. This isn't what you're gonna like. It's going to be the same stuff over and over again.
They alienated their adult crowd. Like, that's just a little weird.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm pretty sure there's some adults that like that crap, but not me.
Most adults want progression.
Yeah, I do. I want progression as a kid, dude. I wanted progression as a kid. I wanted to grow up.
Yeah.
Like, I couldn't wait to grow up when I was a kid.
I just like the idea of, like, I'm not wasting my time. And like there's something happening that's progressing, and like you only get this by jumping in and spending more time in this place. Like that's what I like. If it's something they're like, oh, it's not gonna matter and you're just gonna waste your time because none of this matters in the end and it's all bullshit, I'm not gonna really want to invest my. Oh, I died. I'm not gonna really want.
It would have been cool though, man, to have
Adult Ash.
Well, and you know what's also pretty interesting is that the original show in Japan actually had adult themes, both adult and children themes in it.
Yeah.
And I think their ages are different. And they took that when it came to the West, they took that out. That happened to the movies as well.
Yeah.
Where they had the different themes and they took those out because they thought it was too much for children.
Yeah.
And you know what I thought, man? You guys should not have censored my crap. This is my stuff. You know, like I don't appreciate that. So even as a child, we got the cloud, the puffy cloud version of Pokemon, and Japan got the awesome freaking, you know, a
Porn version of Pokemon.
the what version?
Porn.
No, not
Yeah,
porn.
the double D boobs.
No, that's the manga. I'm talking about the show, the anime.
I mean, it probably got both.
No, the anime was the anime, but the no, it's the same thing. It's just the topics they're touching on and the characters and what they say was very different from from when it came to the West.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like all the themes in the show were much more adult. The themes were much more adult as well because I don't know, like Japan just didn't think like. I'm pretty sure they thought like Pokemon is for everybody. I mean, there's adults and children in the show.
Yeah. Those children have to beat those adult gym leaders. I mean, it's a thing. But yeah, I feel your pain, as you can tell, Mecha. I've had this thought before, and I thought the same thing where it was like, why did they do this? Why did they choose this route? And then when you look it up and find out the answer, you're like, that's just upsetting.
Yeah, and just to let you guys know, it wasn't an episode. I think it was a short called Pikachu and Pichu Brothers. And that was the one where Pikachu's anniversary with Ash meeting him was acknowledged. By then, Ash would have had his birthday, so he would have been 11.
And we all know of the theories on why the theories they said why Ash is 10 years old, and it's either he's in a coma or he wished upon a ho-ho. And I'm not talking about the bird. I'm talking about the girl you find in the corner. Oh! Just kidding. I'm talking about the bird. Oh, fuck! I just died! But yeah. That's all. I got my vent out of Pokemon. Make an adult version, and I won't complain anymore. That's all.
Hey, Toy Story did it right, man. Andy grew up. We went to college
around the same time we grew up.
That's right. Freaking Toy Story did it.
So,
why couldn't you Pokemon?
How about you guys? How do you feel about Pokemon?
Yeah, tell us. This sucks, man. I really hate it. And the thing about it is that it's never gonna go away because I'll continuously see Pokemon.
Yeah, but I know how to make yourself grow in Pokemon, in the Pokemon universe.
Well, Pokemon Go, I guess.
Yeah,
man. So there you go. All right, guys. You can always reach us at XPression Player. And you can also a bounty was sent on me. And you can also just email us at expressionplayers@gmail.com if you want to reach us. You guys have a good one. Hear what you like what you hear. Like, subscribe,
and I'm gonna blow this guy up. Fuck! I missed. All right, peace, guys.
No.